It was a dark and stormy night when Sarah, John, and their dog, Max, decided to take a road trip to visit Sarah's grandparents in a remote, wooded area. They had heard rumors of strange occurrences on the old highway they would have to take to reach their destination, but they dismissed them as mere superstition. As they drove deeper into the forest, the rain poured in torrents, making it difficult to see the road ahead. Suddenly, they saw a figure on the roadside, soaked and shivering. It was a young woman, her dress drenched and her hair covering her face. Without thinking, they pulled over to offer her a ride. The mysterious woman got into the back seat without a word. She sat in silence as Sarah and John exchanged uneasy glances. Max, their normally friendly dog, growled and whimpered, staring at the stranger with an intensity that sent shivers down their spines. After several minutes of eerie silence, the woman finally spoke. "You shouldn't be out here on a night like this. It's not safe." Her voice was hollow, and her eyes never met theirs in the rearview mirror. As they approached a bend in the road, the woman suddenly disappeared, leaving behind only the cold, wet spot on the back seat where she had been sitting. Terrified, they sped up, their hearts pounding. They never stopped again until they reached their grandparents' house. 1. The vanishing gas station. Tom and Lisa were on a cross-country road trip to celebrate their anniversary. Late one evening, they found themselves driving down a long, desolate highway in the middle of the desert. With their fuel gauge nearing empty, they spotted a rundown gas station in the distance. Relieved, they pulled into the station, but something about it felt off. There were no other cars, and the lights flickered dimly. As they approached the decrepit gas pumps, an elderly man emerged from the shadows. The man was unsettling, with sunken eyes and a crooked smile. He offered to fill their tank but insisted on being paid in cash, which Tom found strange. They reluctantly handed him the money, and he filled the tank in silence. As the man finished, he pointed to a window, instructing them to look inside the gas station. Lisa peered inside and saw a wall covered in old newspaper clippings, all featuring stories about missing travelers. Panicked, they turned back to the elderly man, but he had vanished. The gas station was now completely abandoned, and there was no sign of the old man anywhere. Terrified, they sped away, praying that they had escaped whatever malevolent force had lured them there. 1. The haunted hotel. Jake and Emily decided to take a road trip to a historic town known for its charming architecture and picturesque countryside. They checked into an old, grand hotel that had been in operation for over a century. The clerk warned them about the hotel's reputation for being haunted, but they laughed it off. That night, as they lay in bed, strange noises began to fill the room. Whispers, footsteps, and eerie laughter echoed through the corridors. When they got up to investigate, they found nothing. Returning to their room, they discovered that the temperature had dropped significantly, and their breath hung in the air like fog. The couple tried to leave, but when they reached the exit, they found themselves trapped in a never-ending hallway. Panic set in as they realized they were in a never-ending loop, passing the same room over and over. The hotel had trapped them within its ghostly grasp. For hours they wandered, growing more exhausted and terrified. Just when they were about to lose hope, a shadowy figure appeared before them, blocking their path. Its face was contorted in agony, and it reached out for them with ghostly hands. Jake and Emily screamed, and the world around them dissolved into darkness. The next morning, the hotel staff found the room empty, with no sign of Jake and Emily. To this day, they remain trapped in the haunted hotel, lost in a never-ending nightmare. These 3 real-life scary road trip stories serve as a chilling reminder that the open road can hide secrets that defy explanation and terrify even the bravest of travelers.